Hello Virgo, welcome to your relationship reading for September 2017. I'm using the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner Montefarber. I've got an oracle card from the Love Pack and an oracle card from the Whispers of Love deck. And the shadow card this month is the Two of Wands. So this is about the hidden energies that are at play this month and whatever that means for you. But this is about coming to a crossroads and having to make a choice about which way to go. So you're either in a crossroads about remaining single or finding a partner and being in a relationship. You might be in a crossroads about taking the next step with that relationship or committing or making a commitment. It could be about making a choice about moving in together. It could be any number of things here, but one thing I do see on this card, this particular deck, is when you're at the crossroads, and that reminds me of, if you're crossed and your heart is blocked, and you're kind of like blocking your heart in some way. So we'll see how that plays out with our reading. So let me look at some of our two oracle cards. This one I picked is Irresistibility. And it's about being irresistible because the integrity that you use for the common good. You're very service to others and very concerned about how other people feel. And you oftentimes work in careers where you're working for the common good of humankind. And that's just your personality, is being concerned about the common good of everybody and not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings. And that makes you irresistible. Something else that they mentioned was about being irresistible, or irresistibility reestablishes flow where you once were stuck. And here's part of the final outcome was being stuck, is the Hanged Man. So this irresistibility of you kind of helps to unblock those energies so you can move forward and maybe perhaps make your choice here at the crossroads that you're at. So you're having a month right now where you're very irresistible. So it might be easier for you in making these decisions and which way to go in your relationships. And the other thing that it mentions with this card is that because your attention is not on yourself, but on playing creatively, your partner will have as much fun as you do. So you will be very irresistible to your partner. Now, the other card that I picked from the Whispers of Love, and this is two people here on a boat, and they're flowing forward, and they're moving on, but they're moving on together. So where this one is a person, the Hanged Man is a person who's stuck and feeling stuck, and this one is about moving forward with somebody, and it says, take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So I'm starting to question if it's you that's holding back and you're holding back from the love. And it may be because of this. This is the foundation of the reading, which is having a broken heart. So there's something within you that's healing. You had a broken heart, whether that was a failed relationship or a divorce or somebody in your life that just broke your heart, and now you're kind of like at a crossroads about what to do and how to love again. Maybe you're not ready to be in a relationship and you're kind of like in this protective stance with your heart and not opening your heart to love. But this card here is the theme, and this is a new relationship. This is new beginnings where love is concerned. So that's a really good theme to have in a relationship reading, is a new relationship or renewed love in your current relationship. And this card represents you. So it looks like you are ready for love because this is the Two of Hearts, which is you with a partner. So you're ready for love. You're either just starting out in a relationship or you're in a relationship. And if you're single, you're ready for it. You're ready for this love. You're ready for the partner. You're ready for this renewed love or this new love. But here's the conflict. The conflict is the Four of Swords, which is taking a break and taking a rest either from your current relationship or from dating and relationships in general, And maybe it's because of having this broken heart. So you're taking a break from relationships. Or maybe you started dating somebody and you're just taking a break from that relationship right now. But this message here is about taking a chance. Taking a chance on love and moving forward in this relationship with your partner. That you don't have to block yourself off if you've come to this crossroads and making a decision. Go ahead and take a chance and be with somebody. Get married, get engaged, take that next step, move in together, whatever that represents, this next step for you and whatever this crossroads is for you. Now, this is in your past. So if you're a woman, or regardless, someone in your past, the Prince of Hearts is like the Romeo. He's Mr. Romance. He's the kind of guy that's going to offer you his heart, but maybe this person broke your heart, and that's why currently you have a broken heart, and that's the foundation of this reading and what's going on and what's at play here is either recovering from a broken heart or still really feeling the pain of it, and probably because of this person in your past, or this was you in the past offering your heart to somebody. See, he's got the little heart up. And it's offering your heart to somebody, and maybe they rejected you in some way, which broke your heart. And that's why the conflict is about taking a break. Maybe you're either deciding whether or not to take a break from the relationship and possibly end the relationship, or you're, like I said before, you were dating or you were with somebody, but now you're kind of like gone your separate ways for a period of time. And this represents you in the present moment, the present energy. It says you feeling defeated. There's a person here with all these swords stuck in her. So you're feeling defeated. Either you're feeling defeated from that one relationship and this person in your past, or you're just feeling defeated about love in general. Virgos are the one zodiac sign that stays single more than any other sign. So you're just feeling defeated about either failed relationships or, maybe you're defeated in work. It could be defeated in some other way and you don't have the time or the energy for a relationship. That's possible as well. Now, this is you in the near future, and this is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles represents someone who is clinging tightly to their material possessions, clinging tightly to their money, not sharing, and or saving. If you want to look at it positively, it would be saving your money. Maybe you don't have enough money to spend it freely, so you're saving it. Virgos are an earth sign, so you can tend to be more frugal with your money than some other signs, and you're very practical and pragmatic, so you are very cautious in how you spend your money, more so than other signs. Now, this could also represent you. She's kind of like in this protective stance with her, like guarding her heart here. So maybe this just represents you in your near future still guarding your heart, because it still has to heal, because you're still suffering from this broken heart here and from this relationship with this person in your past. So your heart is very guarded. And that shows up here in this card with this crossroads. If you look at those crossroads, and those two wands are kind of crossed over your heart and guarding you right now, so you're not really taking the next step in your relationship. This card down here represents you and how you feel internally. These are the internal energies. And the Three of Pentacles is just about starting new. So it's either you're working at a new relationship and building this new relationship, or it has to do with work and how work might be interfering with relationships. If you're starting a new job or a new position, or you're learning new skills on the job and you don't really have time to focus on the relationship. So either way, it's either work related or it's a new relationship that you're working at and trying to work things out with your current partner or your spouse. And this is the external energies. This is what's going on outside of you. And this is the Nine of Hearts. So this is being emotionally fulfilled, but independently. Not needing the partner, not needing the family or the home, but being emotionally fulfilled independently. So either this is you feeling this way, or it's your partner. I'm going to say it's your partner because this is the external energies. So maybe your partner is the one that doesn't feel the need to be with you. Your partner is perfectly content to not really make a commitment to the relationship, whereas you are, because you are together, you're the Two of Hearts is with a partner, but the Nine of Hearts is single. So now this up here is your hopes and fears. And I think I'm seeing a lot of conflicts here, and I think the conflict for you and your choice is about being single or being committed. And I'll explain it as I go on with the final outcome. The Princess of Pentacles is your hopes and fears. She represents somebody who's a novice. So this is somebody who's starting out in a new job or a new career. This is new money. This could be a new home. It's something new in regards to your material comfort, which is your home and your money and your health. It could be a young person, so you could very well just be a young person, maybe starting out in the world and getting your first job, having graduated college. And if this is a hope for you, then this is you just being focused on your career and not wanting to focus on a relationship. Now, if this is your fear, then your fear, I see this as somebody who's working so hard at their job and not having a partner in their life, that your career it defines who you are as a single person. So your fear is that you're so engrossed in your work and not having that loving relationship that you long for. Because again, I go back to this, where you do see yourself in a partnership and wanting that partnership. So I'm going to look at that more as a fear of being alone and just only having your career and your job and not having this partnership. And on to the final outcome here. So this is your final outcome. And here you are again, and this is being in a defensive stance and feeling like you've had to defend yourself. So this could be past partners, relationships that you've had, and maybe you were always attracting the kind of person who is always kind of attacking you because you're very loving, giving people, very receptive, very caring, and sometimes that attracts people who can have narcissistic tendencies where they take advantage of you and they use you and you look good as their partner, but there's not the emotional commitment on their part. So this could represent some of your previous relationships where you felt attacked by them. You weren't appreciated and you weren't loved. And it's still showing up in how you feel. So you still feel this way. So for this month, you're still going to kind of feel this way, like you're in this defensive stance and not feeling loved, but feeling like you're kind of being attacked in a way. Maybe that's just your feelings and that's not really the case. Because this card here is telling you to take a chance on love. So take a chance. I mean, maybe you're in a relationship like this right now, and it's time for you to move on, and this is the crossroads that you're at, is making that decision of what do you do. And maybe it's really just time to move on, but you're still in the relationship. You're still feeling like you're defensive. You're not feeling loved in the final outcome. I'm not seeing that here at all. Now, this is the Prince of Wands, so this could be the person you're in a relationship with. This is the kind of person who he's the fighter, the defender, the protector. He's the go-getter. He's active. He's motivated. He's got strong leadership skills, but he could be a little too aggressive. He could be controlling. If you look at the extremes of this person, and if you're feeling defensive about this person, then he might be a little too controlling. He may be too harsh with his words. He may be attacking you in a way where you're always feeling like you have to defend your actions, defend yourself. Maybe he's jealous, or she, whichever, and forever attacking you instead of just loving you openly, and you're feeling attacked at all times by this person. And this is still showing up in your final outcome, so there's no resolution here. So maybe this choice is about, do you stay with this person or do you go? Do you move on? And this is the Hanged Man, which is feeling stuck. So you're still not moving on from this. And I think this message simply is a message to tell you to take a chance on love. So maybe you need to move on from that relationship and find someone new because there's someone new waiting. Or if we look at this card in the positive aspect, this could be somebody who's very passionate. He's very fiery and motivated, but just very passionate. And maybe that's a passionate love that maybe you're longing for at this point. Because that, this card here was talking about, because your attention is not on yourself but on playing creatively, your partner will have as much fun as you do. So this could be the kind of partner that's just going to have a lot of fun with you. And maybe it's all about having fun and not having a commitment. But this isn't the outcome. So I'm not seeing really the commitment. I'm not seeing marriage. I'm seeing some still being stuck. So I think there's still you're still at a crossroads in what to do. And I don't see the resolution here at the end. Which I kind of hate to end on that note, but that's just what the cards are showing me, is that you're still feeling like you're having a difficult time deciding, you're having a difficult time moving on because you feel stuck. And maybe it is time to move on. You are, irresistible right now. This is you right now. You're very open, very receptive to love and needing and wanting a partnership. But maybe you're in a relationship that just isn't right for you. Maybe it's somebody who takes advantage of you and doesn't appreciate you. And perhaps you deserve better. So this is you moving on, getting in your little boat and finding someone new. Or maybe this is the right person for you and you need to take the next step with that person. This is for you to decide. So you have the free will. The cards aren't going to tell you what to do. The cards are going to give some reflection about the energies that are at play in the relationship. But ultimately, it's up to you. So that's your reading for the month for your relationship. Come back next month. It may be a much happier and positive reading. I kind of get disappointed when they don't end on a happy note. It's kind of like ending where it's still up to you. You need to make these choices and these decisions about what to do. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't move on for various reasons. Maybe this is at play. Maybe your partner holds tightly to the money and you're having a difficult time leaving because of that. That's a possibility there as well. Maybe you don't have the money to move on and you're kind of trapped and stuck in a marriage or in a relationship because the other person controls the money. And this is the kind of person that would control the money. The Wands energy is somebody that could be a little more controlling than some of the other suits. So that's it. Come back next month. See what the cards have to say for you next month. Check out your general reading. There's an angel reading. And then come back next month for the same readings and see what's at play. I'm a brand new channel, so please subscribe. Like the video if you liked it. And I hope to see you next month. Take care and God bless.